The energy of the hermit is showing up again. Sometimes the world just seems to get a little too loud, doesn't it? You know, the noise, the news, that rush, the constant need for what feels like more. But what if the greatest answers are never found in the noise, but in the silence? What if the best path is not a race at all, but in the solitary walk? This, my friends, is the path of the hermit. It's not about running away from the world, but maybe walking towards yourself. It's about carrying your own light, in this case, your own lantern, to illuminate your very next step, and trusting that that is enough and that you are enough. It's about finding wisdom, not in the shouting or the posting, but listening to the wind, to that steady beat of your very own heart. It's about walking quietly, maybe even with your loyal companion by your side. The journey inward is truly the most sacred pilgrimage you will ever take. No need to climb to the mountaintop and scream, just a moment or two of stillness. So today's message is to find your truth, you must find the quiet. Let's learn today in today's video all about the energy of the hermit and where we are right now. Hey, I was going to go live today. I was going to write in my journal. And then I thought, I'm just going to turn on the mic to process and ask a really deep question. How you doing? It's kind of hard if you're watching the news, right? I have a question for light workers today, and I have certainly a question for everybody who might stumble on this video. So let's see what the algorithms pushed out for you. The other day, I went to a spiritual event, and I don't know, 5 or 6 people showed up and came up to me and they were like, "Where the hell have you been? You seem to be missing in action." And what's interesting about that is I have been really trying to pull in my energy because I feel so disrupted in it. I'm in the clouds. I'm too grounded. I'm putting my hands in soil. I'm frustrated. I'm sad. I'm depressed. I'm feeling all of these emotions. I'm an empath, so I'm picking it all up too. And I was talking about how I was really in a hermit stage, and I was actually doing it intentionally, that I felt like I wanted to pull in and be in the hermit stage, which if you follow my channel, you know I love tarot, right? So in the hermit's energy, it's all about reflecting. You know, he goes out every night with his lantern and he walks the earth and he's really contemplating where things are in life. And he does this just to kind of have his own self-reflection. So there's good and bad with that energy. You can be too in. You can just want to crawl into bed and cry, or you can be in and be reflective. And I really have made a conscious effort to pull my energy in and be in that place, which is probably why you haven't seen me as much creating content because it's been taking a lot of energy just to do that. So I have a couple things. Is this you right now? Am I alone? Are you feeling the same way? And if you are feeling this way, I just want to let you know you're not alone. In fact, you could have to go to work right now. You could be afraid to leave your house because of what's going on in the world. And I'm with you on that too. You're just trying to get through the day. And I don't want to sound like doom and gloom, but I want to make a point and I want to ask a question that I would love your feedback, because I'm sure most of us are struggling with this. When I was at this event the other day and people were coming up saying, "Where the hell have you been?" Okay. I met with another light worker and I told her I was in hermit stage, and she said something to me that's still with me. And so it's a question I have for you today. She said, "Oh, Jeannie, you cannot be watching the news. You should not be watching the news. In fact, it's such a low vibration and it will only take you down. And when you're in that vibration, you'll be taken down even lower." Now, she didn't say it word for word like that, but that is how I heard it or interpreted the energy around her comment. And her comment was all through love. She was saying it to protect me. She was saying it because she believed it. She was saying, don't get too far down that rabbit hole. They will suck you in. And I really heard it, but then there's no but. I guess my question for you is, how are you handling that being out, but also being in? How are you handling that energy of wanting to be informed, but not crawling into the rabbit hole? How are you maintaining balance through all of it? And then what do you think your responsibility is right now? And I'm not asking as a light worker. I'm asking, where have you found the balance and the peace in all of that? This is the first time I've ever in my entire life known what's going on in the world. And I have to tell you, I feel like I've kind of missed a lot because I always had my head maybe more so in the clouds, okay? Looking and manifesting and creating and the law of attraction and doing yoga and just keeping the peace and stuff. And all of that is good. My God, if you're on my channel, you know I preach it to the choir, right? But with where we are right now, are you feeling a sense of obligation and responsibility to also be somewhat in the know? And how far down the rabbit hole will you go? If in the rabbit hole is the solution, and in the rabbit hole is using our voice and telling people really the full truth, because let's face it, with AI and the news and the media, I mean, we all watched the same thing happen a week ago, 2 weeks ago. And yet they saw what they saw and I saw what I saw. And I don't know of too many people who saw it both ways. And yes, we're talking about Renee Good, right? So how can we be so divided? Shit trickles downhill. I know I'm in the rabbit hole. Help me. I wanted to get on today, and first off, might not even post this. And if you're seeing it, I was feeling led to post it, but I think it's a question we're all having. So I am not asking to heal this for you. I am not asking for you to heal this for me. I literally am posting this because I want to have an open conversation. This is my intention for 2026, is to have more of these deeper dives into what's really going on in the world and how divided we're all feeling, and hopefully together, coming together so others can say, yeah, I'm feeling this way, and here's what I did to make that easier for me, and here's a suggestion I have for you, or oh my gosh, I agree with you, or I totally disagree with you. Run, Forrest, run. Okay, this is totally off the cuff, and only through love and through understanding that maybe I'm not feeling alone instead of so divided. Okay, that's it for today. I'll see you inside 2026 on the Intuitive Mindset with Jeannie Lynch. Bye for now. See you next video. Namaste. Hey, community member, if you're struggling right now, please reach out to me. We can work together and chat on the house, of course.